You want to say, hey friends? Today is the Q&A day and the day I finally get to open up my package from the pig room. I've been staring at for a week. It's been so hard because I'm literally just sitting here with nothing to do. I'm sorry. She's mad because I gave her 1 pea flake and not 2. Should we give you 2? I think before we get started, I want Josh to let out Henry and Alexis so that when Bebe's over this, I can just put her down on the floor and she can free roam with her crew and maybe give everyone a little top off of some hay. Right, Dad? And then after that, we'll jump right into the questions. Missing it. Oh, he dropped them. Literally just squeezed out the 2 turds. Dad misses all the good stuff. Just know the videos are really good, but he literally misses all the gold every time. David was literally just prancing around with 2 turds sticking out of his hiney.
I don't know if people want to see that.
Yes, they do, right? Oh my God, I was holding her for like, I don't even know, really not that long. Look how many poops in this is the short amount of time I was holding her. I don't want to touch them because I don't feel like getting up and washing my hands. John, can you see my footstool though?
Yes.
I'm too short for my feet to comfortably touch the ground, so this is just what it has to look like. Okay, I think that we're gonna just start with the questions first, and then at the end open my pig room package, because I just feel like save the best for last, right? I'm so excited to open it up. So let's just jump into the first question. I just screen grabbed all you guys' questions that you left on my Instagram. I'm just gonna read them off my phone. Wow, the filmer didn't turn his phone on silent. Ready now, sir? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Anyway. Okay, what kindled your love for guinea pigs? And also, how did you come up with your names? What kindled my love? Well, to make a long story short, I initially was trying to find a pet that was something small that when my nieces came over, they could like handle it and bond with it, but I didn't really know where to start. And then I have a really good girlfriend of mine who had a guinea pig and just a single guinea pig who was Henry, who was looking to rehome him because she learned as she had him longer, she learned more how they needed pairs, but she's a single mom with dog, a cat, and then the guinea pig, and then learning she might have to get another one. She was just like, I can't provide what he needs and wanted to give him a better life. And I said, you know, well, I'm looking for something. And I just started doing my research and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I was done rescuing dogs at that point and I was ready to get into a new adventure. Did I know that it was gonna lead to this when I brought him home? No. But that goes along with how hard it is to bond your pigs, is how kind of all of this happened. But yeah, it was kind of just random and it worked out really well that my girlfriend needed to rehome a pet and I was ready for a new journey, and Henry Pickles was my new journey. Henry, oh my God. Here he is. Oh wow, there's a cool spider in the window. What you doing? Is that your babies? Are you all carrying? Oh no, that's you. That's just your body. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend the spider. I guess in short, when you say what kindled my love for guinea pigs, it was Henry Pickles. He was amazing and I needed to find him a partner, and in finding him a partner I ended up with a bunch of amazing guinea pigs. Okay, next question. How to litter train guinea pigs? I don't know if you can actually litter train them. You know, in different articles I read different things. I guess my thing was my encouragement of potty training them was to have these litter boxes where I have their hay, because where they graze is kind of where they poop a lot. As far as like, I mean, if I was to show you their cage though, like all of their poops is where they sleep. I only have 2 guinea pigs that don't want to poop where they sleep. That's Hippie and Gigi. They will come out of their houses to poop in a special corner and then go back into their little hideys. But I don't have an answer for how to train them to a litter box. It's more of like just trying to encourage them to go into the litter box, and I would say to provide hay in the litter box area. That's kind of as good as I got. Can you do a reacting to my followers' cages? Yes, I could. I don't know if I will. I don't ever want to be really negative to anyone. I just feel like that opens up me having to say negative things and I don't really want to. For one, there's just so many people out there who have done the video. Secondly, I don't want to be someone to tell someone not to do something. I would just rather encourage them to research what you should be doing rather than critiquing what you are doing. So I probably won't do the video because I just don't feel comfortable critiquing people. But I do encourage everyone who would like me to critique their cages to just research the appropriate size cage per guinea pig, because there are a lot of articles you can read. I know the Humane Society has one. I think Cavi Cages has one on their website. There's a lot of places you can go to find the answer for the exact square footage you should have per guinea pig. There's like no such thing as too much space. I mean, obviously, if you can't control where they're going and maybe get into danger in places, you know, you don't want it to be like where you can't find them. But in theory, like, the more space, the better. And provide hideys. I love you guys, but I don't want to critique you. Alexis, I wish you wanted me to touch you because
God, you're so smushy.
guys, he has to wear a mask in here when he does work because it's very affected by the hay. We're a house full of allergic to hay humans. Again, we should be in the shed.
Oh, God.
I'll say it every time. Guys, the shed's huge. General tips on guinea pigs. God, I feel like that's such a broad... Yeah, just be dialed into their diet. Like, know what their diet is and know what is not good for them. Like, not all the pellets that are out there are good for them. I've had to like figure that out for myself through getting them and then reading about them and having other people tell me. So just really research what's good pellets. Oxbow is a great brand to just go to at first. You know, water, 24 access to hay, make sure you know what kind of hay. You know, again, make sure you know the appropriate cage size and that guinea pigs do better in pairs. To sum it up really quick, that would be the most important to know. And that no, guinea pigs are not a starter pet. No, they are not a good pet for your child to care for. If you have a child under the age of 12, the adult will be doing 80 to 95% of the work. Like, your child just cannot care for a guinea pig. It is incredibly extensive. And yes, they do smell. They are rodents that poop on average 150 times a day. You will need to have an air purifier in your room. This isn't really a journey I encourage most people to go on just because, I mean, I'm in here 3 to 4 hours a day doing stuff for them. And that's not including going to get hay from the farm store, making sure I have their food in stock, like making sure their laundry is done. I mean, when I say I'm just in here 3 to 4 hours a day, that does not include the laundry chores, the folding and putting it away, like spending time with them. I mean, it is a lifestyle. It's a true lifestyle. So,
To be fair, you have 11.
well, yeah. Oh, you were gonna say 12. I have 12. Well, I have 11. Gosh, I keep saying that, Henry. I have 11. So yes, it is a lot more expensive than me than it would be for someone who has 2. But again, if you have 2, you have to clean every day. You just have to. Oh my gosh. I just happened to open my phone and Little Kingdom 3 had a post of their guinea pig wrangler. Look at that guinea pig. It's like a little angel. Your routine and recommended routines. Okay, so my routine is I wake up in the mornings, I come in and I fill their pellet bowls, refresh some hay, make sure no water bottles are empty, let out who was ever next in the rotation for free roam space. That's my routine. And then in the afternoon, depending on whether I come home or if Josh is not busy, one of us puts whoever's out in the free roam lets out another one, and we kind of just rotate throughout the day. In the afternoon, who has free roam. Josh will give treats during that time, or I will, depending on who's in here. And then at night is when I do all my spot cleaning and all the water bottles again, and fresh hay for everyone, and clean out everyone's litter box, and clean out the free roam space. So night is when I do everything. If I didn't have to work during the day, I would probably try to do my nighttime chores more in the day, but that's just what it is. And then we do veggies. The last thing we do before we leave the room is do veggies. It's kind of like everyone's celebration for everything being done. But as far as recommended routines, I mean, it really just is what works best for you and what your day is like. Guinea pigs like routine just like any animals like routine because they know their routine. So for instance, like they know they get pellets in the morning. So in the morning when whoever is first to wake up, Josh or myself, and we go to the bathroom and flush the toilet, when they hear the toilet flush, I mean, especially MJ, she starts weeking as loud as she can, and she's literally standing on her pellet bowl because she knows, she's like, humans are up, I get my pellets, I'm ready. And so it is good to keep them on their routine because they're expecting their routine. So whatever it is that works best for you to be able to stay on that routine, I say is what you should do, right? All right, so this question says, do you know why my guinea pig has lost some weight and only wants to eat some veggies? Well, weight loss is never a good thing. So this is why if you watch other people's channels, they probably talk about a weight chart that they keep, which it is really important. Because I mean, even like with Henry, he was very obviously like visually dropping weight. The whole weight chart is to help you actually see the number every week before it gets to a point where you just visually are noticing it and you haven't caught it before it's too late kind of thing. Because usually weight loss is not a good thing. And if you are noticing that they're not eating things that they were once eating, again, not a good sign. So when you do start noticing that, it's good to immediately make an appointment with your vet because, I mean, there could just be a number of things. It could be bladder stones, it could be a tract infection, it could be a mass somewhere. I mean, it could be an abscess in their mouth. I mean, it could be so many things, but it's just always better to get ahead of it than having to try to catch up to it. If you notice your guinea pig losing weight, please call your vet and schedule an appointment.
Dude, he sounds so loud.
Where'd he go? Go get him. He's calling for you. This one says, do you have a favorite guinea pig in any of your herds? No, I don't have a favorite. I have some that, you know, I have more of a physical relationship with because a lot of mine don't like to be held necessarily. Like Moira doesn't really want me to hold her, but I'm obsessed with Moira, you know? And I mean, Gigi doesn't want me to hold her, but I'm obsessed with Gigi. I mean, it's like all of them. Like MJ literally wants nothing to do with my hand unless it has food in it, but like I think she's amazing. So yeah, I have like more of a personal connection with some of them that want me to hold them and like pet them, but I just love them all. They're all so different and I really appreciate how different they are because it's just fun. Like they're just so weird. I love it. How often should you bathe your healthy guinea pig? I mean, I think it depends. You know, some sites will say like every 6 months to a year, as long as there's no issues. But I mean, I love watching Moira go down her slide. She goes so fast. You're so good, Moira. Oh, she's backing up in her corner to go poop. She's another one. She doesn't poop underneath her, but she comes all the way down to the first level, poops, and then she'll go right back up. I love you. Sorry, I got off the topic. Really, I mean, like with Frenchie, because she's white, sometimes she'll get like hay pea stain on her butt, but I really still only clean that off one time. Hippie, because he's a skinny pig, I do his coconut baths a lot. He has really good skin, so I haven't had to like bathe him yet, because he hasn't gotten any kind of like oil buildups or overly dry skin. I'm just really lucky with him this far. He might be a year old now, but he's my youngest pig, so he would be the one that I like groom the most, but I still haven't properly bathed him with water yet because I don't want to do it until I absolutely have to or until it's necessary, because they are self-grooming animals, so you don't want to overdo it. Their natural oils are good for them. Yeah, as for the rest of them, I have not ever bathed them because we clean every day. We don't have like paper bedding or wood chip bedding. You know, we have just fleece and little like mats and stuff that we clean every day. So my piggies stay pretty clean. Definitely look up the pros and cons to bathing your guinea pigs so that you know according to what your situation is what's best, because you know, long-haired guinea pigs require way more maintenance than an American guinea pig, or is it Abyssinian? I always pronounce it wrong. I don't even feel like I need to say disclaimer because you guys hopefully know that these are just my opinions, not like hard, cold facts. So when it comes to stuff like bathing and things like that, you know, again, I'll always say follow up with like a Sosky or Scotty's Animals, or even like if you want to know more about Skinny Pigs 1, they have way more experience and they are educational channels, I do believe, and research. And always your vet, ask your vet. Next. What's your favorite color? That's so easy. Purple. I love purple. And my neighbor just gave me purple flowers today. It was so sweet. I love Henry. Henry, I know you don't watch these, but I love you. What's your favorite? What's your favorite breed of pig? That's hard because I don't necessarily have like a favorite because...
I do.
I know you do.
Who?
Piggies.
Yeah.
Obviously. So he's an Abyssinian or Abyssian. I'm terrible with pronunciations, but that's Josh's favorite breed. We only have the one, Mr. Fig. They are a great breed. I find them to be extremely cuddly and docile for the most part in all my experience with that breed. So that is up there for sure. But I love my Americans. I love my cresteds. And I, of course, love my skinny. But I guess Josh might be onto something. If you were trying to get a pig for the first time, I do believe, because I've never had a teddy, I've never had a Texel, I've never had long-haired, so I just don't have experience with their personalities. So just for what I have experience with, I would say that Figgy's breed is a good breed to start with. Okay, what do you recommend as good chew toys or enrichment for the piggies? Oh man, well they really love those hay balls, like these guys. So this is just like a Timothy knotted ball and they love it. As for other enrichment toys, I really like the hay mats that I shove behind like where they hide so that they can shred them. There's one there. Josh can maybe show you guys with the camera. So hay mats, or I guess they're more like the grass mats, the hay balls. I like the Timothy chew bowls. They like them. Mine don't really care about the sticks so much, but every pig is different. People like the hanging things. They do like the little hanging little treats that you can hang on the sides as long as it's the Timothy hay biscuits and not the alfalfa hay biscuits. I mean, obviously they prefer the alfalfa biscuits, but I don't give them those. But yeah, there's just so many great toys out there. Are all your guinea pigs neutered or spayed? Yes. All my males are neutered and Moira is spayed, but that wasn't by choice. She had an infected uterus, so we had to have it removed. And one of her ovaries came out with it, which was not planned, but is okay. So she's a one ovary we're kind of matching, except I have both my ovaries still. So Moira is my only spayed piggy, and that was just because of an emergency surgery type situation. But all my males are. That's why I can have mixed herds. What air purifiers do you use for the smell? And what is your go-to cleaner for cage deep cleans? Josh, what's our brand of air purifier? Because you bought it.
It's called Winix. And it's on the screen right here.
And then as for the cleaner, you know what? I can get it. I can do this. I just get up like I'm a pregnant person, and I'm the opposite of a pregnant person. The brand is Attitude. It's a toy and surface cleaner for babies, but it's safe and no rinse cleaning. It's unscented, hypoallergenic. It's cruelty-free and vegan and all of those fun things. When I was trying to find a cleaner that I liked, I just really liked this one because it's made for babies. So I'm like, oh, people are psycho about their babies and protecting them, right? So I'm like, well then perfect. If someone wants to protect their human baby, then it'll be good for my piggy babies. Toy and surface cleaner from Attitude. I think you can only order it online, and they have refills, which is cool. So like I only have to buy the plastic bottle one time, and then I can just buy the refills for it instead. It's pretty sick. What vegetables do you feed the pigs? And what ones do you think are best to feed them? Well, again, you can always research what's the best greens and vegetables to feed your guinea pig. And I do think you need to research that because calcium in their diet is a very important thing to manage. So you want to make sure that you're not giving them like too high in calcium of a diet, but also like they need calcium as well. So there's just like a fine line. It's just like with anyone or anything, like everything in moderation. You know, as far as leafy greens go, romaine is always a great choice. A leafy green is always a good choice, and kale. But then you'll also hear like, you know, you don't want to give too much of like dark greens. So again, research all of this. And then as far as what I call the fun veggies that aren't just the leafy greens, bell peppers are an amazing option. I suggest that you give bell pepper with every meal because they have the highest vitamin C content. And in particular, red bell peppers have the most vitamin C pricey. They are more expensive at the grocery store, but you know, so I'm not saying you have to give it to them every time. Like we get a variety pack with the green, yellow, orange, and red, and just switch it up every time. It is a very good vegetable for them to have daily. And then cucumbers, broccoli, carrots, apples rarely. That's like the special treat we throw in like once every 2-ish weeks. Cilantro. Parsley is good, but again, you want to be careful with the calcium content in parsley, but I'm not saying you can't give your guinea pigs parsley. And again, like I could say a vegetable and your guinea pig won't eat it. I mean, it's like 1 herd out of 5 that doesn't want broccoli or 1 that doesn't want carrots. And you know, I actually noticed that per herd, it's like whichever herd doesn't eat broccoli, it's like everyone in that herd doesn't eat it. It's like they make a collective decision that's like,
we're gonna boycott this together.
Do your research on veggies, best daily veggies, how much, you know, the rule of thumb is a cup per pig, and have fun with it. Sometimes you can make cool little like art designs out of your veggies. I don't have time for that, but if you do, I love seeing veggie art. Send it to me on my Instagram page. I think it's the cutest thing ever. Do you have any tips on taming / bonding with your new piggy? Yes. I actually have a video. I think it's called Why Do My Guinea Pigs Run From Me? Which touches on a lot of this. I highly recommend, Josh, you want to hand it to me? The critter cuddler. It is a good way to bond with your pig and your pig feel safe while you have it with you. This is gonna mess up the microphone for a second. Now I'm allowed to talk again. Thank you, sir. With the demonstration I gave you, it's nice for them to feel completely covered because them being exposed. I know people see videos of everyone like, oh, they're just laying on their chest and like being really cute. Well, those people probably have had their pigs for a while, or those pigs are just very comfortable pigs in general, again, because they all have different personalities. In theory, they really want to be covered. So if you're trying to bond with your nervous little piggy, put them in a critter cuddler, have it so that they have a shield over them, and feed them little treats. Like if it was to be like the time of day where you would feed them veggies, have them with you and feed their veggies to them while they're in their sack. Because then they're like, oh, I love veggies and I get veggies in these cool sack. Like while I'm with my human, this is awesome. Thank you, human. You know, you kind of want to associate positive things with being held. You don't want to just like pick them up and hold them and then that's it. Because they're like, this is a lot. And now they're touching me. Like, why are they touching me? You know, don't go straight in to try to pet them. Put them in the sack, give them a second, feed them some treats. They might not even eat it right away. And that's because they're nervous. But once they start eating, that's when you know they're comfortable. Because once they're comfortable enough to start eating, that means their nerves have settled. And just sort of let that go for a few times and then start petting them and just ease your way into it. That would be my recommendation. Oh, this is so hard. Favorite guinea pig YouTuber? There's just like so many different reasons why I like different ones. Like some I like because I just like love hanging out with the person, and like other ones are like for like informational things. And this is hard. There's just so many. I can't choose. I'm sorry. Is that okay? Can I just like not answer one? I could list it like there's just too many. I can't. When are you planning to upgrade the pig room? When I retire. I like can't even wrap my brain around that. I talk about it a lot with Josh, like what method we would go through, because what I would love to do is take everything out. And when I say everything, I mean everything off the walls, everything out, and repaint the walls, clean everything, like deep clean the room, and then start over. Yeah. In order to do that, we would have to like move them to our Airbnb, because I couldn't even move them into my bedroom because then I'd have to lock my dogs out of the room. Like it is a whole thing. So the answer to the question is not anytime soon. I would love to. I think about it all the time. I love decorating, rearranging, and cleaning. However, it is just not anything that will be feasible in the foreseeable future of me working.
I would love to get cool lighting in here.
Josh only cares about lighting. He just wants to redo the lighting in here.
There's no lights.
I would love to redo the electrical in here to make things a lot easier. But again, it's a lot. I need to quit my job. Josh, don't you want me to stay at home mom? I'm looking at him, but he's looking up at the camera and I need him to look at me. Look at me. Is it bad that my guinea pig chokes sometimes when eating veggies too fast? I don't think it's bad. I mean, mine do it as well. I mean, I'll be in here with them after their veggies and you'll hear, you know, the little coughs. I mean, as long as they aren't for real choking, I don't really think it's necessarily bad. I mean, I choke on my food all the time. It's actually like one of my greatest fears that I'm gonna choke on my food while I'm driving or be at home and choke on my food when Josh isn't home. Like,
Don't eat and drive.
That's just, well, when I go from job to job, that's the only time I can eat food, but...
Ask your vet about that.
Yeah, talk to your vet about that. I don't necessarily think it's bad. I just think they're really excited. Next. Is it ever hard to care or provide for so many piggies? Is it hard? It's not hard. Is it very time consuming and can it be tiring? Yes. As long as you're older than 12, 15, depending on, well, it actually says for so many, so they're actually referring to as many as I have. So yes, if you were to have as many guinea pigs as I have, I would not recommend it for that for anyone unless they're like 18 or older. It is expensive. It's very expensive. Having 11 guinea pigs far outweighs the expenses of having 2 dogs by a lot and by time. You know, I walk my dogs in the morning. They're older now, so we used to do 2 walks a day, but now we kind of only do 1 bigger one or maybe 2 smaller ones in the day, and we buy them food, toys, that's it. They let themselves out to poop, I scoop it out there. But I mean, as far as the pigs go, it's very time consuming, money draining. And we go to the vet a lot because I have mostly senior pigs, so you will have a lot of vet bills. So hard, no. Expensive and time consuming, yes. Have you ever been unmotivated to clean all of those pig pens? I've never been unmotivated to do it because I am one of those people that can't relax when things aren't like they should be, even in my house. I'm always very eager to get my chores done. Do I wish some days, depending on what my schedule is, if it could be done faster? Yes, because it is time consuming, like I've said. But for me, I'm never unmotivated to do it because I really like cleaning. I really like seeing things clean, and it is the time where I get to spend and interact with them the most. And as stinky and gross as guinea pigs can be, they love clean cages. And I'm sure all of you who have pigs can vouch for this, that when you clean their setup and put everything back in or give them a fresh fleece, I mean, they popcorn, they go crazy. They absolutely love it. So the reward of seeing how much they love a clean cage just drives me to want to do it more. So I genuinely love it. Just definitely wish it took less time. Oh, this one's funny. So this one says, which guinea pig couple do you feel like you and your boyfriend, he's my husband, are most like? I mean, do we answer this separately? Do you need to think about it?
You go first if you got one.
Well, like I have like a genuine answer and then I have a jokey funny answer. No, my jokey funny answer was gonna be Hippie and MJ. Just because Hippie's like, hey, Sarah, did you know? Sarah, did you know? And MJ's in the corner like stop, leave me alone. Because Josh is a very excitable guy with lots of knowledge that he always wants to share with me, and I'm just like this. It's kind of like that. But that's my jokey answer. But honestly, I'd have to say we're the most like Figgy and Olive. He's my best friend. We're together all the time. We don't necessarily have to like be next to each other and together all the time, but we like to be with each other all the time. So like Figgy and Olive don't cuddle. They're usually on the same level together. They're very much a pair. They're like the closest best friends out of all of them, I would say, that really are truly like attached to each other, and Josh is my best friend that I do everything with, so I'm going with my real answer is Figgy and Olive.
That's adorable.
What was your answer gonna be?
Mine's not adorable.
Well, you're a guy, so it's...
Mine's Moira and Johnny.
Wait, why do you think we're like Moira and Johnny?
I don't know, because they're just kind of normal, and...
Don't make me laugh, it hurts.
I don't know.
Great addition to the question, Josh. They're the most normal. You really think we're the most normal people? Like
they're the most human. Everyone else is insane in this room, and they're just kind of more like
they're humans. Little old ladies. God, look how much doo-doo is in that corner.
We're like
girl,
we're like 2 old ladies.
As I drink out of my old lady cup.
Everyone else is insane.
Really, because all you do is eat and chill. Just disregard his answer. He has no idea what he's talking about. Next. I am a cellist. Oh, man. I envy people who can play stringing. Oh my God, I can't talk. String instruments like that. It's so beautiful. Okay, I am a cellist and I want to rescue 2 guineas. How sound sensitive are they? Do your guineas like music? Yes, guinea pigs are sound sensitive. Like if I drop something, they all scatter. If I sneeze, they all scatter. I also sort of live by the rule of if you cater to something too much and you get them too used to a delicate environment, then a non-delicate environment is gonna startle them. Like if, for instance, like people who are like, oh, the baby's sleeping, be quiet. And then you have parents who are like, please keep talking in your normal voice. Like we don't want to cater to the baby to that. It has to get so used to things being so quiet in order for them to sleep. We just want them to be able to sleep and, you know, don't yell in the house, but please just like talk in your normal voice kind of thing. So that example being said, that is how I go into it with my guinea pigs. I don't tiptoe around them. You know, I have a TV in here and they love having the TV on. You know, it's kind of like, because the TV is usually on when I'm in here. So that's when they're the most active. So sometimes when I'm not in here, I will leave it on. And I think it's company to them because they associate that TV with me. You know, if your cello is really loud and you're in the same room as your guinea pig, I don't really know much about, yeah, I mean, they don't want it like jarring loud. And I honestly don't know if you were to practice the cello in a house, like what that sounds like, but maybe not in the room with them if it is a very pitchy sound or like a low vibrating sound, because that could probably cause some anxiety for them. But overall, I would not say that like music can't be on in the house because I think animals really enjoy music. I mean, I know for my dog, when Josh plays his instruments, she goes and lays at his feet. Like she loves it. So I do think they like sounds. They can get used to whatever your environment is. You just have to be mindful of what the sound level is. Hope that answers your question. And I just touched the microphone. I'm sorry, Josh. Next. Tattoo tour. I don't really know what that means. I have a lot of tattoos. I don't know how many. None of them really mean anything. Most of them are just pictures of animals. I have tattoos for all of my dogs. Yeah, that's about it. All of my tattoos, I think all of my tattoos except for one are all done by friends. So thank you, friends, because you are really freaking talented and I appreciate you. Next.
How many of these are there?
There were so many questions.
I'm down to do a 50-minute video, hour-long video, but I'm like, can I pull it off?
Was your first pig a single pig or did you get a pair? My first pig was a single. It was Henry, which led me to the rest because trying to bond him was not easy. And yeah, that's a long story. I can't even answer that whole thing. And
Do you have a video on it?
Oh, I do. Do I? I have a video on it. But yes, I started with a single pig until he got neutered and then brought in more. Did you have guinea pigs as a child? No, I did not. I had rabbits though. I loved having rabbits, but I did not have any guinea pigs. I honestly didn't know a darn thing about guinea pigs until I started researching them before Henry came home. I have learned a lot. How many guinea pigs are good for a first time? Are boys nicer? I mean, I would say just get a pair. And if there is already a bonded pair out there that you can rescue, I would highly recommend that because bonding is very stressful. And if you are not familiar with guinea pig language, trying to go into it and bringing 2 guinea pigs in and bonding them, I just don't recommend it because if you don't know what signs to look for, you can really put your guinea pigs in a situation where they will hurt themselves or hurt the other one. So 2, how many guinea pigs are good for a first time? I say 2. Are boys nicer? Not necessarily. I find boys to be more difficult, and especially if they were intact males, it is more difficult. But I do find that my males are more snuggly, but I don't know if they're going to be easier to bond. And again, everybody's different, and every pig is different. This one says, oh, Virginia local. Where did you adopt Hippie? I did not adopt Hippie. So Hippie came into my friend's pet store. It's like a locally owned pet store that's been around for 30 some years. They have people who bring in surrendered pets to them a lot. So Hippie was like a surrendered pig. And my friend who manages it knew that like a skinny pig was something I really wanted, but they're really hard to find in a rescue sense. He called me immediately and he was like, hey, someone just brought in this skinny pig, took a picture of it. And I was like, oh. At that point I had, what did I have? 4? Was he my 5th? No, he was my 6th. So at that point I had Henry, Gigi, Frenchie, all dialed in, Figgy and Olive, dialed in, and I was like, I don't need to do this again. Like, I don't need to get another pig, him be alone, but I gotta go see this pig. So I went up there, and he was so cute. He was just a little baby. And I was like, yeah, I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I just got all my herds dialed in. I don't know if I can do this. This is just too much. But then I noticed he had like a chunk missing out of his ears. So like wherever he had come from, he was getting nibbled on and picked on by other pigs. That started to weigh on my heart. And I asked my friend, I was like, be real with me, Shane. Like, how many guinea pig enthusiasts come in here like that actually know anything about guinea pigs? And he was like, one. And like dead eye looked at me, and I was like, and I just thought about how intricate skinny pigs are, and I was like, dang it. I was like, I can't roll that dice and let him go home with someone just because they think he looks cool. And so I took him home. I paid for him though. So that's why I wouldn't say I necessarily rescued him, but he was brought in as a pig that someone was getting rid of, but I paid for him because they do cost more, and he could have gotten money, you know, a lot of money from someone buying them. So I just paid him what someone would have come in and bought them for, just because that's what you do for friends, you know? Should I just have a liner in my cage or a liner and bedding? I mean, I used to kind of do both, but I found bedding just to be a waste of money because you just have to keep buying it and you throw it away, and it's more to clean. I don't necessarily think it's necessary to have the liner and bedding, but again, it's like whatever works best for you and your pigs. Like if it makes it easier for you for cleaning or making your liner last longer in certain areas, you can do it, but I don't necessarily think you need to put bedding on top of a full liner. I think that might actually create more moisture. Like as you can see, I just have the liners out and hay just kind of gets on them anyway. But yeah, I would say just the liner. To be safe, we're just gonna say just the liner. Josh is like, how many questions do you have? There's more. There's like at least 30 more. Josh didn't really like when I told him how many more we had. So we're gonna do 5 more because this video is gonna be hella long otherwise. Am I allowed to say that? Who takes care of the piggies when you travel, leave? Josh. So, funny story. We don't travel together because of the guinea pigs. I think it's been like 2-ish years that we've had the guinea pigs now, and we have not traveled together since getting them because I don't know anyone else who has guinea pigs, and I don't know anyone else who is down to do 4 hours of guinea pig chores a night because it's a lot. And on a second note, I would have to definitely be able to pay someone an adequate amount for their time. And you know, it's like, first I gotta find someone who knows anything about guinea pigs, find someone who's willing to do the work that it takes, and then pay them an appropriate amount for doing all that work. So it's just like if you have a dog and you have to board them when you go on vacation, you have to factor that cost in to your vacation. So we have to do that with our dogs and with our pigs. It's just not feasible. So yeah, no, we don't. Josh takes care of them, or he goes out of town and I stay home and I do what I normally do. And that's that. Who is the most skittish pig? That would be Mama June. MJ is definitely my most skittish pig. That girl is a spaz. She is also my fastest. So you go in there, you can give her a little treat and she'll take it. But if she comes back up for more and you even remotely get that finger in there, that girl is 3 stories down. She is out like lightning. She didn't want nothing a part of it. So I would, MJ, hands down, my little sweet punk girl. How are Gigi and Frenchie after Henry's passing? That's sweet to check on them. Honestly, I think they're better. I hate to say that, but he was really stressing them out towards the end because he was not his best self, and I think he was very discombobulated. You know, once he stopped eating, you know, your brain function isn't the same, and he was kind of blocking Gigi in her hideys, and she couldn't get out to get to water, and it was really stressing her out, and I don't really think he knew what he was doing. Frenchie was barbering herself, and since he has passed her barbering spots, her hair is growing back, so I think overall they are doing better. I think having their friend be sick was really stressful for them. So the girls are doing good. good. And that kind of goes into this next question where it says, am I getting any more pigs? And the answer is no. Being that I still have 11 and hopefully a lot of years left, you know, since Hippie's only a year and Josh and I don't get to travel together, and I am very house locked in with chores for animal chores and things like that, I'm gonna ride this guinea pig jungle wave out with the family members that we have currently and see from there what the future holds. But I will not be bringing any in until, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say until they're all gone because it just sounds so sad.
She always says no more. She's been saying no more for like ever since I've known her.
What, no more animals?
Yeah.
Well, because I want 50 acres. And all I want on 50 acres is the animals. So I feel like the only way I can get to that dream in my life is if I do dwindle down my animal care chores so that I can focus more on working and making money towards getting that 50 acres, because I would love to have an animal sanctuary that coincides with recovery from mental illness, because I would love for people who get out of different rehab facilities or hospitals, and as a segue into back into their normal routine, have a place where they can come and just do animal care stuff and not have to be so focused on themselves, and just learn how to care for animals while also caring and thinking about themselves, and just not feel the pressure from what is expected of them in society. And yeah, that is just like a really big dream of mine. So I think that all of the animal care I do take on does get in the way of me really being able to facilitate that dream of mine. So I just need to find a balance. So no more animals until I can get all of the animals. Anyway, I think that goes to the last one. How are you after surgery? What do you guys think? I would show you my scars, but Josh probably won't let me.
I wouldn't say that.
Really? Can I show them?
Wow.
They're pretty chill. So I did have a full hysterectomy. I had my uterus, cervix, fallopian tubes removed, and my right ovary was worked on, but I got to keep it, which is great because it is really healthy for females as young as myself to keep their ovaries. So I got to keep both of mine, which is really awesome. I'm very lucky. But as far as like the recovery goes, it's really not that bad. I experienced so much pain because of my body that now having all the painful, problematic areas gone, the surgery pain itself is not near as bad as the pain I was experiencing in my life every day with them. So I'm very happy with everything so far. I can't move like I used to. I can't lift any more than 10 pounds for, I think it's like 3 weeks. And really the worst thing is like I did something really silly the other night. Matoro, she's my 80-pound Mastiff mix. She sometimes crowds us in the bed and I'll pull her to like move her out of the way. And I did that, not even thinking. And it didn't hurt in the moment, but it's one of those things where you kind of pay for it later. So the whole next day it was almost like if I had done a 48-hour ab workout mixed with menstrual cramps. It was pretty miserable. I didn't get out of the bed the whole day. Yeah, it's just, I'm good. I just have to be patient with myself and not push myself too much, because I feel fine, but I'm not fine, but I'm getting better every day. I have always wanted a surgery cup. Not to say I'm like jealous of my friends who've like had to go to the hospital for any reason, but they all get these cups and I have always wanted one because I'm terrible at drinking water, but I mix my water with juice. I'm a child. Like, I'm one of those humans. It's like, I drink water, but I hate it. So I like fill it up with water and then I top it off with juice. And this straw is amazing. Also, Henrico doctors, I love them. So we made it through all the questions that we're gonna answer for today. There were more. We could do another Q&A in the future. If you would like to see another Q&A, please let us know in the comments. Sorry if I didn't get to your question. Hopefully the next time we do it, I can get to them then. But I am just really excited to open these packages, and I've been wanting to do it for forever, so I'm ready. I just want these dang packages in my lap. Scissors are over there, bro. What you doing, Moira? Oh, you're going potty. You lifted up your hiney. You're making me wait, and all I've wanted to do is open this package since the day I got home from the hospital. So, shout out to the pig room. Oh, maybe I never should be the one who... Every video of me with scissors in my hand is a just travesty. Like... I don't want the part of me opening it in here. Shout out to the pig room. You guys should really check out his Instagram and his YouTube. It's so much fun. I love watching his channel. His pigs are so hilarious. I think it's is it Winston who keeps breaking out of his cage? I don't know, but I live for it. I live for the videos of his pig just like jumping out. It's freaking hilarious. But he also has a new Etsy shop, the pig room shop, I think is what it's called. So yeah, another thing is I'm like, I want to open to see what's in here so then I know what I can go order, so I'm not ordering two of the same thing because I want to order stuff from him and support him. But he sent me stuff because he's so freaking nice. And Josh, I really don't want to do the scissors.
What?
Nothing. I got him in the video. In the video. Were you not recording that whole time? You better been recording because you were in the video.
I've been waiting so long.
Hi, Sarah. Actually says, hey, Sarah. Thank you for being a queen. We love watching you and can't wait to... I can't say the rest. Because that's what it says. Oh my God, I can't wait to... Yeah, queen. And shout out to his friend Andy who wrote this note. Andy, I see you. I love you. How do I... Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. It's so nice. Is this what I think it is? Oh my God. Oh my God, this is on my microphone. Oh my God. Josh.
I'm so,
Careful, because the glass, it broke. But
that's so nice.
he has every single pig. If you look.
Oh my God.
Look. Hippie, Henry, Figgy, Alexis, Olive. I'm sorry it cracked. I didn't do it. We'll fix it immediately because this has to go up. Josh's mom's an artist. She's got all of this kind of stuff on hand. She only lives 5 houses down. This is incredible. I like don't even know what to say. Guys, this is the sexiest I've ever looked as a guinea pig owner. Look at that.
All you see is the lights.
This is amazing. Andy, I love you. Oh my God, and I love your signature. Look at his signature. Literally didn't leave a pig out. I like,
So nice.
it's just, people try to make me cry on here. It's not gonna happen. Oh, that one, now I get it, why that one was marked from Andy and this one's marked from Austin, because they each sent me different ones. That was Austin's bestie. David, don't you dare go buy those cords.
Get out of here.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I love this. Okay. God, everyone has such nice handwriting. Like, look how even that is with no lines. It's crazy. Hi, Sarah, AKA Guinea Pig Jungle. It's been so nice meeting someone just as guinea pig obsessed as I am and bonding over our massive herds. I'm so happy for your piggies to try out my handmade pee pads and squish tunnels. They are some of my own pigs' favorites, so I hope yours like them just as much. With love, Austin, AKA The Pig Room. Also, I hope you are having a smooth recovery. I can't say the last sentence and I want to. Because I am. And thank you. All right, opening. Oh.
Wow.
These are so dope.
That's so cool.
How do, like, people who sew. One day I'm going to learn just for the sake of my pigs, but
That thing is amazing.
this is so sick. I want to keep them on my lap. Oh, purple is my favorite color. Oh my God.
Two-tone.
Look at this. It's just in time for Halloween. Oh my God, they're perfect. And it's so thick. That's so nice. All right, let me hold these so that we can keep them in the shot while I open my nose itches. The rest. Oh, these go in there. I get it now. You know, I didn't know what this whole thing was last time, but now I understand how pee pads go in the tunnels. Whoa.
Wow.
Look at that. Amazing.
He picks out some awesome fabric.
Dude, he picks out such sick fabric. Look at this. You just can't have enough of these. Like, you just can't. There's no such thing. Black goes with this little spooky tunnel. And then the green goes with the green tunnel. Y'all, I'm just saying. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. That's all I gotta say. Austin, you're incredible. The pig room, I love you. And now I'm gonna order stuff because like I've been wanting to order stuff but didn't want to I mean, I'm probably gonna order 2 of the same anyway, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm coming for your shot, bro. Please check out their Etsy page. It will be in the description. It is the Pig Room Shop. I want to keep my note though, forever and ever. Guys, thanks for sticking around this whole time and doing this with me. Next week, I haven't actually talked about this with Josh, but we have got this cool maze that we got that I really want to set up and do with the pigs. But I also kind of want to do a video of Josh setting up the guinea pig cages because he's been having to do all of that. And I just think it would be really cool to see if we just did full cage cleans and just had all fresh fleece in there and watch Josh choose the cage setups. So I don't know, maybe you guys should pick. Let me know in the comments. Do you want me to do a guinea pig maze next week or do you want me to do Josh setting up the cages? I want Josh setting up the cages. Just saying. Again, thank you so much, Austin and Andy from the Pig Room. I am just so grateful for your gifts. They are freaking fantastic. I'm obsessed with all of it. I cannot believe, Andy, that you made all the piggies in that picture. It was such an incredible surprise. I love you guys dearly. You are so appreciated. I love all of you guys as well. See you next week.